President Obama, he's become president of America last week. The way talking about is in his speech, acceptance speech, he said to his daughters in a very sort of touching moment, he said, "You can have that puppy now," which is actually a pretty crap promise, isn't it? If you're president of the United States, you'd at least say you can have a pony on the moon, and I'm going to have a penguin. That's what I'd do if I was president of the United States. I'd have a penguin just wandering around the White House like that. And I'd dress him up as a general. And everyone had to salute him wherever he went.
But there is a general, like a penguin who's a general of the... Is it the Norwegian army?
Have you been watching a lot of Walt Disney films recently?
I'm telling you. Google it. Not now, we're busy. But, you know, there is actually... I bet somebody in this audience knows that that's a fact.
What, the people?
Right? Look at that. Facts.
I don't know whether we're really covering the Obama story in the detail we should. Seems a bit penguin-y to me.
It must be quite tense for him. He knows he's president, but he knows he doesn't become president till January. It's a bit like when you're at school and your girlfriend's 15 years and 9 months. You're thinking... Come on, fly by. When you're at school, I said...
Oh, I see, right.
Oh, right, when you...
I thought you meant when you hang outside of school. I weighed myself this morning, right, for this, right? I guess, just have a guess what I weigh. Just have a guess. I know this is...
I want to remain friends. I would rather not take part in this guessing game.
What do you reckon?
I reckon...
2 Ronnie Corbett's.
2 Ronnie Corbett's.
Sean's being polite, he meant Barker.
Yeah.
I'm going to join the initiative and I'm going to set my target as the 5th of April, right? And I'm going to get down... Apparently, my target weight is 13.5. That's what I should be getting down to. I'm going to go April the 5th. That's end of the tax year. And then when that bloke comes on the telly going, "Time is running out, I can pretend he's talking about my life.
The raunchy vicar who was banned from the clergy for 12 years for being drunk in services and swinging. Yeah, she's a swinging vicar. Not only did she do swinging, but she was also a voyeur, because if she believed that God would be watching. So that's a bit kinky.
Yeah.
Come
on, God, you love it.
Yeah. But I just think all that praying in the daytime and swinging at the night time, imagine, it must have played havoc with her knees.
It'd be great if she did the marriage, wouldn't it? And she says, "Do you take him?" Because I know I have.
Oh, she only got caught when she turned up wearing the wrong dog collar.
There are lots of clues for all the keys in the collection plate.
I think that this is actually... The woman that should be blamed for this, or the bloke, is actually the careers officer who told her to go into it in the first place, because at some point they've sat down with her and said, "What are you into?" And she's gone, "I really like motorbikes, getting really pissed and shagging other people's husbands." And at some point they've gone, "You thought of being a vicar?"
Obviously, this swinging situation, people are just meeting for the first time, I imagine, or you know, they've organised it on the internet and then they've got together. Do you think there's a bit of pillow talk, a little bit of, like, in the middle of it? Like, what do you do for a living, then? "I'm a vicar." "Yeah, right, sure you are, yeah."
It's better than, "Hey, love, have a guess how much I weigh." But you can't guess, can you?
Shall we see whether this female vicar misbehaving is one of the most talked about things this week? Yes, a female vicar has been banned from the clergy for drunken behaviour and sexual indiscretions. Let us not forget Luke, 23, a plumber from Dagenham who she met on the internet. Her congregation got suspicious when she said today's hymns are him, and those two fellas from the back. Let's go. Fingers on buzzers, 2 more things to guess.
Well, there's been a big hoo-ha, hasn't it? The banks have they've took this 1.5% off. The government told them to take 1.5% off interest rates, and some of the banks are refusing to pass it on to us. And they've actually said, "We're not charities. We're not charities." You're like, "Well, hold on a minute. You've got short memories, haven't you? Remember the other week when you were like, 'Can we lend some money?'"
Jimmy, a lot of people are buying gold as well.
A lot of people are buying
They're
gold.
buying
I know
gold.
you're doing very well, Louis. Don't go on about it.
They're keeping it at home.
Oh, I'm buying gold.
One thing I've noticed is Cockney rhyming slang. Merchant banker no longer means wanker.
What does it mean now?
Unemployed.
The world.
You like the look of the world?
Yeah.
Half the world's population has never what?
In a plastic bag.
It's exactly what I have on the card, yes.
I have shot in a plastic bag.
Why did you a plastic bag?
I was 13 years old and I forgot my keys. After school, and my mum, as a security measure, locks the door between the kitchen and the rest of the house. So I managed to break into the kitchen, and then I got there, I thought I was home dry, ready, you know, you kind of relax a little bit, you're like, okay, I found it, it's time, and the door was locked.
Why didn't you go back out and do it in the garden?
In my own garden.
Half the world's population has never backcombed a badger. Ooh, a big like goth badger.
Is it half the world has never used a computer?
Oh, you're not far off with that, yeah.
Half the world's population has used a computer. Oh, that's the same thing, isn't it?
Give us a clue, Jimmy. Is it mobile phones?
That is the right answer.
Is it?
Yeah, it's near enough to get the point, yeah. Yes, half the world's population has never made or received a phone call. It's like half the world's population doesn't care who gets voted off X Factor. So at the end of that round, it's 4 points for Sean's team and 3 points for Jason's team. And the winner is the name of our final round. Here is your first one. Most annoying thing about work colleagues.
The most annoying thing about work colleagues is that they always go running to the boss, accusing you of sexual harassment. And it doesn't matter how many times you move jobs, different town, different name. It keeps cropping up as a recurring theme. He's doing it again! It's like the 8th time in a year, and none of it is true. Is it that?
Is it when they come in and they go, oh, I had a dream last night, and you really want to just go, can I stop you there? Couldn't give a shit. Right.
I get a bit annoyed with people who do things to me in dreams. So, like, if I had a dream about you, I'd be a bit funny with you the next day.
Would you?
And if you were nice to me, I
You had a dream about me?
would. Not that kind of dream, Jimmy.
Least pleasant voice.
Oh, is it Laura off the X Factor, according to Louis?
Yeah, Louis. Has she got the least pleasant voice, has she?
She was the least pleasant voice last
On
week
that
of the
night.
two in the sing-off. I'm no regrets.
No regrets, just got to move on, live your life.
The worst voices are the ones in my head. The ones in my head that say, start fires. Yes, you. No, I won't kill Jimmy.
Your voices are so evil. That's not... My voice goes, just as I'm dropping off, just goes, have you locked the back door?
Jimmy, give us a clue.
She's from London.
Oh, great, you've narrowed it down to
Hold
16
on.
million.
I was going to say, is it?
She's got big teeth. There you go.
Esther Ranson?
No.
Janet Street Porter.
Correct.
Oh,